Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Anyway guys, today's video is basically where I'm talking about a book I recently read called Tarnished by B.C. Andrews, which is which is the last one, which is I have on my Kindle. It was cheaper on my Kindle than to buy it. It was all with the $20. Anyway, Lifetime made like books and movies, and so I decided, okay, I'm gonna reread all the books to get my memory refreshed. Anyway, I'm not gonna lie, it's a really sad story. I throughout the whole book, I felt really bad, and I felt sad for Gabrielle. Of course, there was a bunch of unlikable characters you just really don't give a shit for. Like Gabrielle's dad, he's drunk. You really don't care for him. You really don't care for Daphne, or you don't really care for Mr. Tate or his wife. Yeah. Anyway, and she has these two girls that she's friends with, which I really didn't care for. Um, which I didn't really think they were. Well, I mean, yeah, I didn't really think they were good friends to her. That's just what I saw. Anyway, basically, what ends up. Well, basically, the story is like this. She ends up going skinny dipping in a pond or a swamp, and she gets raped by Mr. Tate and gets pregnant by him. That shit happens. Then tells, then she ends up living in his attic for months, pregnant, while his while his wife's pretending to be pregnant, and then she gives birth. The whole time she's in the attic where she's at. I'm picturing Flowers in the Attic. Oh my god, Flowers in the Attic. Holy shit, that stuff. And which was like her player when she's a little girl. Um, yeah, I really didn't. I didn't feel bad for Miss Tate. Miss Tate, I honestly felt was a cold-hearted bitch. Like it was obvious that. Well, me, but at the same time, I felt a little bad for her because her marriage was like a business deal. It was not like a love thing. And and then after Gabrielle gives birth to Paul, you know, she feels attached to him, and she's a little sad. And majority of the book, I just wanted to smack shit at her father, because her father was just a drunk. All he cares about is just getting money by alcohol and drinking, all that bullshit. And and then when she meets Pierce and she falls for him, and she's in love with him, and you just feel that love that she's feeling for him, like, oh my god, like she loves him. But then he's married and they have an affair, and then basically her mother is not supportive of it because he's married, blah blah blah. um and then she gets pregnant, and then her dumb father comes up with a idea that he's going to basically charge Pierce money for his daughter. Okay, what I thought was crazy was, so Gabrielle doesn't realize she's pregnant with twins. She thinks she's pregnant with one kid, which I'm like, how the fuck did you know? Found out you were pregnant with twins. Yeah, and and the end of the book's really depressing because she gives birth to Ruby. Oh, and then her loving father wants to sell Ruby, and the grandmother is not having that shit. It was like, no, you're not going to sell this one too, no. And yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of BC Andrews books, they have a lot of sad stuff. I mean, they have a dysfunctional family, shit, and they have some. Well, I mean, a lot of them have some kind of incest in them, and which I come to expect from her work in general. Um, Basically, I just straight up think that if you've watched all the movies in Lifetime, Landry, you should read the books because there's a lot of scenes that Lifetime they didn't put in the movies. Which me being a bookworm I am, I was like, oh my god, they put the. I mean, there were a lot of scenes that I knew they weren't gonna put in the movies because they're like, they're kind of slow down. I ain't gonna lie, there was some scenes that straight up slowed the book down. I'm like, I'm glad they didn't put in the movie, but it's like you know, and considering how they were done this movie, I mean, Lifetime they plan on making it into a movie, but they canceled because of COVID. I'm hoping that they make it to a movie, even though it's a really sad story. It is. Just thinking about how Gabrielle felt. She fell in love with a man and he's married, and she gets pregnant, and then after she gives birth to the twin, she dies, and it's just like, oh my god, like you just feel for her. And like I said, um, yeah. But this is my review. I'm gonna do more of these reviews on my channel because I love books. I do. I love books. I'm gonna also do. I'm gonna start doing more true crime stuff because I love true crime as much as I love books. I'm. Yeah, I know. I haven't been as consistent as I've been because I've been in my feelings about personal shit. But I'm actually reading another B.C. Andrews series called the Color series. And when I get to reading the whole series, I'm going to do a big review on the whole series. And I'm on the second book. But yeah, that's what I'm supposed to doing. Basically, when I read series, books that are in the series, I'm going to do a full review on the whole series, not just the book. Mine is this one because, I just want to talk about this. Alright, well, guys, this is the end of the video. Please consider subscribing because I post awesome content. Because I'm trying to grow my channel. And don't be surprised if down the road, if I decide to do a podcast just dedicated to BC Andrew books, I might just do one because I love her books. My guilty pleasure is just like eating a bag of chips or eating candy. You just know it's bad for you, but you just can't resist. Love y'all, and